Amadaya Abrisati Bhakta Swami Namine Ramayam Vishnu Pradaya Krishna Brasaya Utale Bhakti Vedanta Swami Namine Namaste Saraswati Devi Gauravani Radine Nirvishesha Nyavadi Achari Sajarine Namaste Saraswati Devi Gauravani Radine Nirvishesha Sunyavadi Basachari Sajarine Shiva Jaya Jaya Chande Arati Shobha Shiva Jaya Jaya Gora Chande Arati Shobha Janavi Dadavane Jagamanaloba Janavi Dadavane Jagamanaloba Lakine Tai Chan Bame Gadagaya Shiva Dakine Tai Chan Bame Gadagada Vasachatradara Nigadveya Dvaita Shini Vasachatradara Voshi Ache Gorajan Ratna Simbasaye Shivashi Ache Gorajan Ratna Simbasane Arati Kurena Brahma Adi Devagane Arati Kurena Brahma Adi Devagane Narari Adi Gori Chamaragulaya Narari Adi Gori Chamaragulaya Sanjaya Mukunda Basu Gosadigaya Sanjaya Mukunda Basu Gosadigana Sankha Bhaje Ganta Bhaje Bhaje Karata Shiva Sankha Bhaje Ganta Bhaje Bhaje Karatala Sanjaya Madhura Vimridanga Bhaje Paramarasala Madhura Vimridanga Bhaje Paramarasala Sankha Bhaje Ganja Bhaje Madhur 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 Bhaje Sankha Bhaje Ganja Bhaje Madhur 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 Bhaje Gaurangaya Rotika Shobha Jagajana Manaloba Nitai Gaura Haribo, 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 Nitai Gaura Haribo. Nitai Gaura Haribo, 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 Nitai Gaura Haribo. Ahukoti Chandra Jini Vada Ujuvala Koti Chandra Jini Vadana Ujjvala Gala Dese Banamala Gore Jahamala Gala Dese Banamala Gore Jahamala Shiva Sukha Narada Preme Gada Gada Shiva Sukha Narada Preme Gada Gada Bhagati Vinoda Dese Gaurara Sampada Bhagati Vinoda Dese Gaurara Sampada Jaya Jaya Gaura Chane Aro Tika Shobha Janavi Tata Bane Jagamana Loba Janavi Tata Bane Jagamana Loba Shri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Shri Advaita Gadadhara Shivasari Gaura Bhaktavinda Nityananda Shri Advaita Gadadara Shivasari Gaura Bhakta Vrindam Jaya Shri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Shri Advaita Gadadara Shivasari Gaura Bhakta Vrindam Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama, Hare Hare. Jaya Radha Madhava Shri Radhe. Jaya Radha Madhava Shri Radhe. Dagora Hari Bo, Dagora Hari Bo. Nita Gora Hari Bo, Nita Gora Hari Bo. Jaya Jaya Jagannath, Jaya Jaya Subhadra. Jaya Jaya Jagannath Jagannath Baladev Jaya Jaya Subhadra.
जय नित्य लीला प्रविष्टार्य अष्टोदक श्रीमद श्री अभय चरणारविंद ऐसी भक्ति वेदांत स्वामी श्रील प्रभुपाद की जय हो। जय नित्य लीला प्रविष्टार्य अष्टोदक श्रीमद श्री भक्ति सिद्धांत सरस्वती ठाकुर गोस्वामी महाराज परम गुरु श्रील प्रभुपाद जी की जय हो। नामाचार्य श्रील हरिदास ठाकुर की जय हो। अनंत कोटि वैष्णव वृंद की जय हो। प्रेम से कहो श्री कृष्ण चैतन्य प्रभु नित्यानंद श्री अद्वैत गदाधर श्रीवासादि गौर भक्त वृंद की जय हो। जय श्री श्री राधा कृष्ण गोप गोपीनाथ श्याम कुंड राधा कुंड गिरि गोवर्धन धाम की जय हो। गंगा माई की जय हो। यमुना माई की जय हो। तुलसी महारानी की जय हो। वृंदावन मथुरा द्वारकापुरी धाम की जय हो। जगन्नाथ क्षेत्र श्री श्री जगन्नाथपुरी धाम की जय हो। श्री श्री राधा माधव जी की जय हो। श्री श्री राधा माधव जी की जय हो। निताय गौर सुंदर भगवान की जय हो। इस्कॉन फाउंडर आचार्य श्रील प्रभुपाद की जय हो। All glory to the assembled devotees. Hare Krishna. All glory to the assembled devotees. Hare Krishna. All glory to the assembled devotees. Hare Krishna. All glory, all glory, all glory. Sri Guru and Gauranga.
Namaste Narash. Namaste Narashingaya. Radhalana Daine. Kanyakashi Buddha. Shilatankana Dayane. Ito Nashinga Bharato Nashinga. Yadayamita Donashinga. Vayena Shima Hridayena Shima. Singamadim Saranam Prabhale. Kamalabhare Nadra Madhuta Shringaya Dalita Hiranyakashipu
Hare Krishna. Hare Krishna. Krishna Krishna. Hare Hare. Hare Rama. Hare Rama. Rama Rama. Hare Hare. So welcome everyone to ISKCON Baltimore, the abode of Nitai Gaur Sundar, Lord Jagannath Baldev Subhadra Mai, Giri Govardhan, and most people Shri Radha Madhav. Hari Bol. Welcome everyone. Is anybody coming for the first time? No one? What's your name, Prabhu? Bhakti David. Hari Bol. Loud Hari Bol for him, please. Thank you. Thank you so much for coming. So I think today Jalita Mati, our wonderful team, is making special dishes. So we'll thank you all of them. They've been working for like last 6 to 8 hours, cooking wonderful offerings for Sunday feast. So thank you so much to all of them. We have 2 sponsors today. We like to pray to Lord to bless them so that they get a lot of blessings for Krishna conscious life and also material happiness. By these offering itself, Krishna gets very pleased because you give your heart and soul for that. So we'd like to thank you first is Krishna Venu Prabhu and family. There. And it's Ramachandra's birthday, right? Just as a blessing. Okay, Vaishnav blessing. Okay, so we would just like to say thank you so much for praying to Krishna and doing it so good. You know, it's amazing that I remember like 15 years, how much time is there when Ramachandra was born? 14 years back. You know, this family is such a wonderful Krishna conscious. Ramachandra, I remember when he was a small baby, Krishna Venu Prabhu brought him here, and still remember time. And now they've become such wonderful devotees, like, you know, following such sincerely, doing kirtan, everything. So thank you so much, Prabhu, for being in our family. Really appreciate both of you guys. And other one is Sarita Mataji and Suresh Prakhar Prabhu for their son Nishant Prakhar Prabhu. Are they here? They're not here? It's a loud Haribol for them, please. Haribol. So also, you know, there's just like we have Vaishnavi retreats, Prabhus also need some retreat for that one. So we have this special retreat held by Anuttama Prabhu in all the way in beautiful hills of West Virginia. It's called Mantra Retreat or Mantra Retreat, M-E-N-Tra Retreat. They do every year, and you know, the one of the most world famous singer, Gaurvani Prabhu, they are all there. It's a very beautiful, more intimate association with different devotees. All Prabhus are there. They get trained in different aspects versus, you know, to how to be more happy in householder life, how to respect your kids and families. So it's really good to have there. Bhakti Marg Swami, one of the great, sadhu in our ISKCON, he's there. Gaurvani Prabhu is going to have a very nice kirtan. They have bonfires there. And also many other people are coming there. So if you like to do that, you can always go online and you can sign up, or it's called man-tra.org, mantra.org. I'll put in our website also. You can go. It's next Friday, Saturday, Sunday. If anybody would like to go, I think there's several devotees are going. You can always team with them. It's nice to have devotee association. It's wonderful. They're coming from all over the country. And I think they already have everything is paid for. I think it's only $250 for the 3 days staying, including stay, food, and everything. Otherwise, West Virginia staying itself, 1 day is $250 for that one. So if you have time, please go there. And also next week, we have called World Cleanup Day or Earth Day, basically. So we are all ISKCON temples, because ISKCON is all about promoting green temple and everything. That's why we stopped bringing plastic things here, because it's very harmful for Mother Earth. That's why we're recycling plates. So what we do in Earth Day is that we all temples, different places of the world also, they're trying to do any cleanliness itself for that one. So cleanliness can be like what we are planning is this next Saturday. We're going to have from like, I think 9:30 to 11:30 a.m. A lot of cleanliness there. Anything around the temple, we'll clean up, so make the temple look nice. Anything we have to store somewhere, we store it there. And also we'll go to the school next door also, and so a little bit neighbor here, so that anything which is trash sitting outside, we can pick it up. This is our way to go for the offer to the our neighborhood also, that we are very, very friendly neighbors itself for that one. So if you like to be part of it, next Saturday I'll put the message there, 9:30 to 11:30. We'll have a cleanup day for that, so everybody can come together. That'll be very wonderful for that one. And I think the next one is, I think we like to have a presentation. You know, how many people know that we have a food truck there? Does everybody know we have a food truck? but hands are only 3. Okay, so we have a special food truck here which goes and serves the underprivileged in downtown Baltimore. Those people are homeless who have no food at all, and they're suffering through so much drug addiction, and the city cannot provide that. So we took this unilateral decision from our side to feed that. And I think one person who has been from the start has been very instrumental in making this program very successful, who has been like a mind and soul behind and thinking about that for the last 3 years. So far, we have served more than 160,000 plates, serving all different people. Is Sankirtan Prabhu. So Sankirtan Prabhu is right there. We like to thank him. It's a lot of labor-intensive work, making nice food for them, Western-based food, cooking them, packing them, going there, meeting different people. And he's been very, very instrumental in that one. And I have been many times gone with him, and people just love him. Oh, what do you have? Where is that? They call halwa something else. Like, what is that? Yeah, sweet grits like that. And they said, oh, this is awesome. Please bring it over. So it's such a experience. If you haven't been there, I think it's really worthwhile, changes your heart. We have a small presentation, and Sankirtan, please come here. And I think you can speak like for 2 minutes about what we do about this one. This is all about giving to the society. And the most important is to give prashadam to them. It's all offered and we give to them. So people get blessed from that one also. We'll have a like 5-minute video. Then Sankirtan Prabhu will speak. And I think Yatin Prabhu will take it too.
At the same time that I was thinking of it,
Need volume, Prabhu?
were other my close friends thinking of something similar. And when it happened, we each thought we were the one that thought of it. But it came out that we wanted to feed and help people, especially
Prabhu,
during this time
I think
when
we
we
cannot
were
hear the sound.
trapped for about a year or so.
Making right now and there.
Tell to keep it going in silence. By the time we get... The issue is I wanted to play this video because I wanted to hear what he had to say. But anyhow, the main point is that we have the food truck out here, and a lot of devotees want to come on the weekends, but Saturdays I'm pretty much booked, but I decided to just do Sundays for the temple devotees. So from now on Sunday, if you want to go, we'll have it arranged, and you said you're going to put it on WhatsApp, but you'll be able to register on a Sunday that you want to go, and then you can go out into the city and see what we do. It's really important that you understand that, Prabhupada wanted this temple to distribute prasadam also. And Chaitanya Mahaprabhu desired that. And there's 2 things that the movement has to offer. We have to offer the proper diet and the medicine. The diet is the prasadam, the medicine is the holy name. So we have to do our best to do that. We just don't come to the temple and take advantage of what Prabhupada has given us to the degree that we don't take it to others. We come to the temple, but we should try to take it to others. So this is what we're trying to do. And so now I'm opening an invitation to the congregation that you should try to come on Sundays. And thank you very much.
And I think Yatin Prabhu and their family has been monumental in helping they have their kids go to McDonough school. And every kids go to different schools. But these kids have taken the next level. They're taking this heart and soul of this. And there's also my friend she's a surgeon named Christina Lee. Her kids also, they're going to McDonough. They all have taken such active interest in that one. They invite Sankirtan Prabhu there, and they speak about it. Then they have a fair there. They feed prasadam there, and the whole McDonough it's like they have adopted our hunger-free zone. It's very beautiful. So thank you, Yatin Prabhu and their family. You want to speak about your realization, because you've been very instrumental in that one.
Hare Krishna, everyone. I've been with the Hunger Free Zone for the past few years, 3 years, and I enjoy going out on the truck on a daily basis to distribute food to the homeless. I've been in several fundraisers with my school and with the Hunger Free Zone, and I talked about the Hunger Free Zone with my classmates, and my classmates loved it, so they ended up donating $2,500 to the Hunger Free Zone. And so if anyone wants to support the Hunger Free Zone in any way, that would be amazing.
And he also competed with all the classmates there too, and he squashed them. And he told them the Hunger Free Zone's the best, and so everyone voted for us to get that donation. And then they made me come there and speak to the kids, and they were very enlivened. It was a positive situation. So they invited us. We're going back again this semester speaking to the assembly, and also we'll be there for a festival for the nonprofits that come to that school. Good job.
Yeah, so all this wouldn't be possible without Nila Madhava Prabhu and Sankirtan Prabhu. They really take Srila Prabhupada's message to heart. And on that note, I think we should be starting. But of course, any type of food distribution also involves monetary support. So we ask everyone to, number one, first come on the truck. If you haven't been on the truck, bring your family members. It's a life-changing experience. You're going to want to come as much as possible. And then once you come on the truck, then you see what goes behind distributing this prasadam to everyone. You realize that you also need monetary support for this program. And as Prabhu said, Srila Prabhupada wanted this Food for Life program to exist in every temple. It's gone through its ups and downs, but I commend Nila Madhava Prabhu and the management for allowing us to continue on this mission that within a 10-mile radius, no one goes hungry from the temple. And as Nila Madhava Prabhu said, wonderful sanctified food that's changing the lives of many people. So please support us by serving, but also if you can, support us financially the best you can. And you can contact myself or Sankirtan Prabhu, and we're happy to help you, kind of understand what it takes to run this Food for Life program. Hare Krishna.
And the best part, if you are helping Sankirtan Prabhu, he'll make you some nice prasadam also. And you know how Sankirtan Prabhu's for prasadam full of cholesterol, but it's really tasty. You're going to really enjoy it. Okay, I think we can play now.
Free lunch! Free lunch! So, it appears that maybe I had the idea, but at the same time that I was thinking of it, there were my close friends thinking of something similar. And when it happened, we each thought we were thinking the one that thought of it. But it came out that we wanted to feed and help people, especially during this time when we were been trapped for about a year or so with no interrelationship with others because of this COVID. And so I saw a video, or no, I saw an article that I was reading, and it showed a food truck out on the West Coast feeding people for free. And I thought immediately that's what I need. And I sent emails out to some people. I said, this is what we need. And within a month or so, someone gave me a call and said, yeah, we got your dream come true. And one of the main reasons I did this also is because that I was really sad that I couldn't communicate with people.
something no one should struggle with or be judged for. Our late friend Anne used to say, hunger has no boundaries. It affects everyone, without race, caste, color, creed. This concept of hunger-free zone came true when our founding father Sri Prabhupada saw so much poverty in India and decided that no one within 10-mile radius should go hungry. Taking that word as our heart and soul, we came, and when we opened our church here, we realized there was poverty in Baltimore, rampant poverty. So we expanded this concept from 10-mile radius to ultimate the goal of no one should go hungry anywhere in Maryland, DC area.
No, get one, no. No, he was in the trash show. Yeah, man, it's good that you come around and I appreciate it. He's a good guy, man. No, the guy in the back. That's what's up.
Thank you.
This hunger-free zone basically means hunger-free, that not a single entity should be affected with hunger. When we used to go in downtown, we used to witness people lying in the streets. When we used to talk to people, they said they haven't eaten for days because there was not much food around. Whatever food was there, given in cans. So it really touched our heart that how can some of us privileged few have everything and those don't have anything. God has given everyone the same blessings. So taking that concept, we said we should feed them also. It's amazing that, out of 7 billion people in this world, most of them are affected with malnutrition. How? Malnutrition is not just undernourishment, it's overnutrition also. Half of them are not nourished well, and half of them don't get anything to eat, and half of them get too much to eat. So we have to stop this discrepancy for that. And that's where the hunger-free zone comes through. It's a concept, it's a thinking where all like-minded people will come together with just one goal. A goal of treating everyone equally. A goal, no one should go hungry. Not now, not tomorrow, never. When we started this project, little bit realized that in 2 years we'll be able to distribute almost 90,000 plates. This is our second anniversary and we reached 90,000. Very soon we'll reach 100,000.
So I think this is 1 year or more than year and a half. So it's been 3 years plus. We have reached, this was an older video. Now we reach 160,000 plates now. So we need to update the video. But I think I'd like to acknowledge, Sankirtan Prabhu, the amount you work at this advance. I hope I have that much energy to working, making sure the only goal for him is to feed these people, feed their soul with prasadam, strong belief in Prabhupada's words. And I see that many times you go there, they're saying Hari Bol, Hare Krishna, like that. So that's the most important part, people chanting the holy name by just doing this. So thank you so much for a wonderful service. And I think if you haven't gone, Sundays, Sankirtan make a special exception. Usually Sunday is break for him. But he said if congregation wants to go, I think it'd be so nice to use your own hands to distribute prasadam. So please contact him, and then you can go from them. So thank you so much, Prabhuji. So now, without taking too much time, we would like to welcome our speaker for the day, very honorable, Anand Kuranga Prabhuji. Haribo. We're missing his program because he's always traveling in India with his parents, but his Shastric knowledge next to none. We all know his caliber, what he has done. This beautiful temple is manifested by his all the hard work he has done with other devotees. He's just amazing job. So much Shastric knowledge. He's a very big reader. He runs a big multi-million-dollar company, but he's so humble. Service attitude is always there for him. So without giving anything, we give you His Grace, Anant Kuranga Prabhu. Hari Bol.
Hare Krishna. Jaya Radha Madhava Kunja Bihari. Jaya Radha Madhava Kunja Bihari. Jaya Gopi Jana Vallabha Girivaradhari. Jaya Gopi Jana Vallabha Girivaradhari. Yashodanandana Vraja Jana Ranjana. Yashodanandana Vraja Jana Ranjana. Jamuna Tira Vanachari. Yamuna Tira Vanachari. Jaya Radha Madhava Kunja Bihari. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Ram Ram, Hare Hare. Om Ajnanatimirandasya Jnananjanashalakaya Chakshurunmilitam Yena Tasmai Shri Guruve Namah. Jai Shri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Shri Advaita Gadadhara Shrivasadi Gaur Bhaktavrinda. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Narayana Namaskrutyam Naram Chaiva Narottamam Devim Saraswati Vyasam Tato Jaya Mudi. Shrunvatam Swakatha Krishna Punya Shravana Kirtanat Dayantastahi Abhadrani Vidunoti Suruchatam Ashtaprayeshu Abhadreshu Nityam Bhagavata Sevaya Bhagavati Uttam Shloke Bhaktir Bhavati Naishta. So today we will talk about one of our closest associate that we have. Beside Paramatma and Atma, our mind is our closest associate that never leaves us. Not even for a moment, even though when we are sleeping, it is with, we see the dream, see so many different things. So this mind is our best friend. It is also can become our enemy too. So our Vedic scripture have repeatedly and unanimously have said that this mind is the cause for birth and death. We are all coming to temple, we are all doing our sadhana so that we could understand why we are here for, why we are suffering, and how we can be relieved from this suffering. We all are here for happiness because that is our constitutional nature. But we all suffer, we all have seen suffering due to our mind, anxiety, stress, and a lot of other things that like around us. We see in the world, a lot of bad things is going on all around us. That is because of people have a corrupted mind. So today I would like to discuss about or analyze the quality, the function, and how we could do something to realize this mind and what can we do to so that we don't get in the clutches of our mind. So first of all, I like to talk about the qualities of a mind. What are the qualities of a mind? Mind is a product of a ego from a goodness. So that's called Vaikarik. So we have three kinds of modes of a nature, Sattva gun, Tamogun, Rajogun. So all 8 elements are affected by these three modes of a nature. So it is a product of a Vaikarik, which is a ego in a mode of a good. So it is still good that it is a ego in a goodness, not in a passion or ignorance. But at the same time, like our senses, who have a very strong bond with our mind, they are a product of a mode of a passion. Ego in a mode of a passion. So, with this close bond between two of them, and one is being in a mode of a passion and one is being in a mode of a goodness, we will discuss that how we can analyze this. So, first of all, it is product of a ego in a mode of a goodness. It is a part of our subtle body. Mana, buddhi, ahankar. We are part of our subtle body, so it is a part of subtle body. It is one of the sixth sense. Lord Krishna in the Bhagavad Gita says that Mana Shasthani Indriyani. So sixth, Shasthani, sixth. So he is the sixth Indriya, sense. So it is chief of all 5 knowledge acquiring senses and also 5 working senses. So he is a chief. Mind is a storehouse of all of our memories. This life, past life, all of our actions in this life, past life. So it is a tremendous storehouse for everything and a reaction also for that. And the nature, the mode of a nature, those are 3 modes, the sattva, raj, and tam, they produce in the mind. We do not see around us, even though the whole world is surrounded or covered with these 3 modes of a nature, they are in our mind, nowhere else. So it is a birthplace of mode of a nature. And it is a cause of all of our action. Anything happens, anything we do, first of all, the idea comes in, and then we execute that. It is a cause of our action. And we all know those actions always have a reaction. So, but it is a cause of action. And our mind, it works restlessly. It never take a rest. Even though while we are sleeping, it is work. And its nature is flickering. It changes its position. Sometimes we think that if I get this thing, I'll be happy. But once we get it, then the nature of mind changes and it desires something. We all have experience about its flickering nature. And this mind is also called chitta. When it is contemplating or thinking something, another word used for the mind is also chitta. And the function of a chitta is to do a chintan. Chintan means contemplation or a thinking. So these are different qualities of mind. Now, what are the functions of a mind? We all know mind always does the thinking. Sankalpa vikalpa. It gives you the flickering of ideas, the desires, and notions. So that's the thinking and contemplation is one of the chief function. And second one is a willing and a desiring. It is always desire of something. If I see that somebody has something, then my mind also desires that I wish I could have. So it's a desirous. Remembering and forgetfulness. That is another function. Sometimes we remember things, sometimes we forget things. That is all because of a and different kind of a feeling. We are living in a world of duality. So like feelings like a rag and dvesh, attachment or a hatred, happiness, the distress, um, the peace, anxiety, greed, satisfaction. So all of those dualities in the material world that see, it is all coming from. So these are the functions of the mind. Now, as I mentioned, that the senses and mind, they have very strong bond. Because mind itself is a sixth sense, according to Lord Krishna. So, and we all know the natural tendency for our senses run towards the object of sense, where senses think that they can get the happiness. We like to eat something nice because we think that that food will give us happiness. We like to see something nice because we think that will give us happiness. So these senses, they are the one who are the starting point for dragging the mind. Lord Krishna in Bhagavad Gita had also said that any one uncontrolled senses, roaming senses, can carry the mind with that sense, that object of a sense, which we think under illusion, we think that that object will give me happiness. When the Lord Krishna had says that this is a dukkhalayam ashashvatam, there is no happiness in this material world, nothing can give happiness. But under the illusion, we think that, no, I'll still get some happiness from that object. I'll get happiness from the new car or from the new house or like even from my new phone. So we forget at that time, our mind forget instructions of Lord Krishna that there is no happiness here. But our tendency to see the happiness in the material objects, it is a dragging our mind to the sense, drag our mind to that object and creates temptation, that enjoyment. And somehow sometimes mind becomes weak, like in a realizing, okay, these are the aim of a senses, becomes weak. So it accepts that, okay, I think there is a happiness, some happiness in that object. So mind kind of agrees that yes, there is happiness. Now sense got the control of the mind. Because without mind's permission, senses cannot do it. We have seen sometime that we see something, we are looking at something, but our mind is somewhere else, and we do not remember what we are looking. Somebody next to us can tell us something, but if our mind is somewhere else, we don't hear what is being said to us. So we all have experienced this. So if our mind is not engaged with the senses cannot do any harm. But with the approval or agreement with the mind, then sense get the full control of them. And then this mind under this misconception of happiness, it tries to gratify that sense. It allows the sense. Now there is an intelligence given to us above the mind. God has given, that is also our like a subtle element, intelligence. Intelligence is by which we can discriminate right or wrong, good or bad. But sometimes our intelligence is also polluted. And our intelligence also agrees with the thought of a mind that yes, there is happiness. Our intelligence will tell that okay, there is some happiness. So we go after that object full force, and we all know that once we get that sense gratification, the senses never get satisfied, no matter what. We all have done so much sense gratification, millions of our past. Still, our desire for sense gratification, it not ended. We always feel that something is missing, something is missing. I like to get something. Because this material world is like that, it is never complete. It can never give happiness to. So that's why soul never gets happiness from these material objects. And the impulse of the senses are also very big with the concurrence of the mind, intelligence, and our. I'll give you one example. That sometime we see girl or old woman. Our senses, like our eyes, see those women. But if our mind is not engaged with eyes, then we do not see any difference between them, and we would not be agitated. Our mind would not get agitated. But when our mind, now we are looking at somebody, and our mind is attached to our sense of a seeing, then we see the difference between the young girl or the old woman not make much agitation to the mind, but if we see young woman, it creates some agitation to them. That is because now we have mind attached with the sense. Now, if intelligence further agrees with the mind, but okay, sense likes it, mind think it is good. Now, if intelligence agrees it, and the ego, if ego thinks that, hey, I'm the enjoyer, I'm the proprietor, I'm the enjoyer. That's what ego's function is, that it always try to enjoy the material nature. So if all of those subtle elements, they get combined, then our mind will get agitation even from a young girl or from a young woman or from even an old woman. So that's how our mind is twisting the thing. Perception change because of the cooperation of our. So that is one quality of mind. Now, Lord Krishna said that dhyayato vishayan punsa sangaste shupa. When we contemplate or think about this object of sense gratification, then we try to work hard and try to get them. But once we get them, then we become more greedy. We like to get more and more. We never satisfy with what we get. So then we entrap on some other people's property or whatever, and we try to steal them or we try to grab them. And if something is checked in our process of getting these objects, then become angry. That's where Lord Krishna says that is Kam, Krodh, and Lobh, because the mind with a sense gratification mentality is more greedy, and if those things are not fulfilled, then it will become angry. So, Kam, lust, Krodh, anger, and this Kam, Krodh, and Lobh, so greed. So all three, they are called the three gateways of the hell. So Lord Krishna says that we should give up all of this, Kam, Krodh, and Lobh. So let us discuss from a different incarnations or from a different devotee in Srimad Bhagavatam what they have talked about. So Lord Rishabdev, he confirmed that yavat kriya tavat idam manovai karmatmakam yena sharira bandha. Whatever kind of activity we do, our mind develops accordingly. And this karmatmakam, whatever these actions that we are doing with the mind and all of that thing, they are the bondage in the real world. We are all here to find the solution that how can we be relieved from this material world. So Lord Rishabdev here, he says that our actions creates our mind. If we do good actions, then our mind will be in a mode of a goodness and in a purified mind. If we do bad, then the mind will develop accordingly. And they are the cause for our bondage in this real world. So Lord Rishabdev confirmed that mind is the cause of a bondage. And material world is full of miseries, birth, death, old age, and disease. Then Sri Jad Bharat, his son Jad Bharat, Maharaj Jad Bharat, we all know, in his instructions to King Rahugan, he had also said that embracing this material nature, this mind creates the pious and impious activity. So in a mind, we think that this is a pious activity I should do. And sometimes if our mind is polluted, even though we know that this is a bad activity, we will do it. But these pious and impious activities, they have reactions. It is like a Ferris wheel. The Ferris wheel goes up and down. So similarly, if it pious activity, we will get a pious reaction, may go to heavenly planet. So bad things, then we may go to hellish planet. So here this Ferris wheel of actions and reactions, it keeps going on. It is just because mind has thought that these are pious activities, these are impious activities. I want to do this pious activity, so I can go to heaven and I can enjoy the heaven lights. So this, again, this is the nature of a mind. Then in his instructions, he again says that gunanuraktam yasanaya janto kshemaya nirgunya mano matho manasyat. That this mind is the cause of the bondage, cause of these reactions and attachment. However, if the mind is not after any kind of material enjoyment, then the same mind also is the cause of liberation. So it is both. Premaya nirgunya matho manasya. So mind is our friend as well as it is our enemy. So it depends on us that how we want to utilize our mind. That's why God has given us the intelligence. But sometime under perverted intelligence, we think a wrong thing as a right thing. We all have heard, especially I have heard that in a Muslim, the people say that in a Quran, they have said that whoever does not believe in Islam, they should be killed. And they believe that thing, and they are practicing that. So their intelligence is so polluted that they would do anything. Now they are seeing a good thing in a bad thing. there is very r- very bad condition to be in that, because the human are given intelligence to make a discrimination from a bad to good. But if you do bad thing, assuming that you are doing the good thing, like who can save you from that? So, so we have to be careful about that. Now, as a false designation of the soul, mind is not the soul. Soul is completely different. It is above all of that thing. Soul has none of this quality, but under our false pretense, mind thinks that I am the soul, and under that false designation of a soul, it creates his mind. There is lamentation, illusion, passion, greed, all anastas, kam, krodh, lobh, moh, mad, matsar, they all are created in the mind because of this false illusion. Also, your Bharat says that this uncontrolled mind is your greatest enemy, telling to King Rahugan. Is your greatest enemy, and if you do not control it, or if you neglect it, it will grow bigger and bigger, and it will become victorious. So, he is telling King Rahugan that you have to control this mind. Srimad Bhagavatam, there is a story of Avanti Brahmana. And Avanti Brahmana also is also confirming that because of all of the miseries that I am suffering right now, it is not because of the demigods, it is not because of the planets, it is not because of other people or anything, it is just because of my mind. Because many times when we get some miseries in our life, we think that my time is bad right now, or I have this sunny day, or I have this day is kind of giving me this trouble. Many of us think that way. But here he confirms that it is not because of the people, it is not because of the demigods, or it is not because of the planets. It is just because of my mind. I am suffering, or I am in happiness. So now these instructions are pointed out in a Bhagavatam, and this Bhagavatam is a spotless scripture, Amalam Puranam. So it is not that he was like ordinary Brahmana and he said that. No, there is very strong point here he is making, and that's why his comment are included here in a Bhagavatam. He also says that because of this misconception of I and mine, this it creates a rag and dvesh. Whatever is favorable to me or whatever is related to me, I have an attachment. I have attraction for that. Just like for our car, for our family, for our house, we have attract, but we don't have a same feeling for other people's things. So it's a rag and dvesh. So he said that because of this a feeling of I and mine, he says that the living entity, conditioned soul, like all of us, that we are transmigrating in this material world. So that is his exemption of this mind. And in a Chaitanya Charitamrutam also, he says, Krishna buli sei jiv anadi bahirmukh ata eva maya tare de sansara dukh. Because mind's nature is remembering as well as forgetfulness. So when we forget Krishna, then the material energy, Maya, it is giving us the suffering. So these are some of the analysis of mind's functions and mind quality. Now, question may come that how can we control this rebellious mind, because it is very, very powerful. How can we control? So even Arjuna, such a great warrior, he confessed that Chanchalam hi mana Krishna pramathi balavadrada. Tasyaham nigraham manya vayoriva sudushka is more difficult than controlling the wind. He has a difficulty, and we all have difficulty in controlling our. But Lord Krishna says, Abhyasena tu kaunteya vairagyena cha gruhyate. So by practice. A practice is a abhyas and a vairagya is a renunciation. So two things Lord Krishna mentioned in Bhagavad Gita, abhyas and renunciation. Now, also here, Lord Rishabdev, Bhagavatam, he also says that Pritirna yavan mai vasudeve namunchate deha yoge na tavat. Until one has a love for me, he cannot be relieved from this bondage. That's Lord Rishabdev. So now Lord Rishabdev is telling us to develop a love for him. And Lord Krishna is saying that abhyas and renunciation. So now, how can we develop a love for God? And have a very simple process. One is remembering the Lord. Maranam, that was the gopis were doing, that they were very ordinary householders, but their mind was always thinking of Krishna, remembrance. And we have a simple process also, Shravanam and Kirtanam, hearing and chanting. By hearing and chanting, we can think of Krishna. Another way is also by hearing the Krishna Katha. In Krishna Katha, we can also remember our mind. And hearing the Krishna Katha is also considered one of the easiest way to control the mind. We all experience that in the morning when we start chanting, mind wanders here, there, everywhere. So we try to pull it as soon as we realize that now it has gone out, it does not hear the words, or it does not have any memory or a remembrance, then we try to pull it back in a chanting. Same thing when we are hearing the Krishna Katha, mind may wander somewhere else, but as soon as we realize, we try to pull it. So that is called abhyas, practice. So by practicing and by our practice of developing our love for God. And also in a Bhagavatam, it is also said, the Goswami had said, that Vasudeve Bhagavati Bhakti Yoga Prayojita Janayati Ashu Vairagyam Jnanam Chayad Ahaitukam. So just by the loving devotional service, Lord Vasudeva, Lord Krishna, Vasudeve Bhagavati Bhakti Yoga Prayojita. So by performing this Bhakti Yoga, it has two byproducts. Janayati Ashu, very quickly, Vairagyam and Jnanam. Jnanam cha yad ahaitukam. Without any cause, it will create the knowledge and it will create the renunciation. So, by practicing this loving devotional service of a Lord, as Lord Rishabdev confirmed that till you love me, you cannot be relieved from the bondage. And here, by trying to do this Shravanam, Kirtanam and Smaranam, we can be relieved, like our mind can come in our control. This is abhyasa, practice. And automatically it creates this detachment, because now this knowledge which is created by this devotional service, we can understand very clearly the material nature. It's a temporary nature. And also the unworthiness in those material objects. Whatever we think that it is worthy, we will think that it is not worthy. Because now we have a higher intelligence. So with those practice, we can automatically get realization. And these are the different methods. We all have a different mindset, whatever method we can adopt, they're all prescribed in our scriptures. We can practice any one of them, whatever suits us, whatever suits our nature, and we can control our mind. And it is said that controlling the mind, or conquering the mind, like conquering the whole world, because everything starts from our actions, reactions. Anything happens, it's all because. So, and Lord Krishna had said, Indriyanam manaschasmi. I'm the mind in the senses. So it is very, very powerful. It is very hard, but he has also given us the remedy that how can you control it. When Lord Krishna sees that we are sincerely trying to follow his instructions and trying to control our mind, he's sitting in our heart. He gives whatever we lack, and he protects whatever we have. So we can rely on his mercy, and we can surely try our best. So that was all about the mind today. If any question, comment, can do that. राधा माधव जी की जय.
Oh, thank you. What is abhyas? Abhyas. Practice. Practice of chanting the.
Yes, practice is the thing that Lord Krishna had said. Practice, practice, practice. And we all know that with practice, we can become perfect. This is in a medical doctor, Nil Madhav Prabhu, by doing more and more practice, he can become more and more perfect. So athlete, we can see in a material world, they do so much practice to become perfect. Practice is very important. Yeah.
Hare Krishna Prabhuji.
Hare Krishna.
It's very nice subject you choose, and it's nice discussion. In Srimad Bhagavatam, in third canto, Vidurji asking Maitreya Muni, this is the same question. He said, everybody is day and night working hard and looking for happiness. Everybody wants to be happy, That's why they are working so hard. But nobody is find where is real happiness. So that's the beginning of the third canto, in chapter 5th. And then Maitreya Muni is explained, without knowing Atma or Paramatma, only you surrender to the Krishna, then you will find real happiness. So ultimate is surrendering process.
Surrendering.
Yeah, right.
Now, mind is a product of a material nature. It is product of a ego in a mode of a goodness. So it is product of a material nature, but it has a potency to have our attachment with Lord Krishna. So and we all know that when we engage our senses, our mind in the service of a Lord, then our senses, even though they are product of material nature, they are very inferior. But by this attachment, because Krishna is absolute, so anything gets attached to Krishna, it becomes absolute. It gets its nature. So we can purify our mind and our senses just by attaching, and that is all our devotional service.
Hare Krishna, Prabhuji.
Hare Krishna.
Prabhuji, you said that mind is the cause of all the problems. So essentially, when somebody's dead, right? The mind transmigrates along with the soul to the next life.
Yes.
So I guess my question is the liberation state has no mind? So that's my question number one.
Yes.
And question number two, if there's a mind in Golok Vrindavan, what kind of mind it is? Because if there's a mind, there'll be a problem.
Okay.
Krishna.
So first of all, the mind is a product of material energy. there is no material energy in a Golok Vrindavan. So first of all, it is a spiritual. So it is not a mind there, it is our consciousness. Our consciousness there is always in the service of Radha and Krishna in a Golok. So there is no mind. As long as we have a mind, we cannot go to Golok. So mind, we cannot go there with any of the material quality. So even this pap and this punya, like our pieties, we cannot go there. We can go to heaven, but we cannot go to Golok Vrindavan. So we have to be clear that mind cannot go there. So once we absorb our mind in a Krishna, when we lose our ego, like our subtle body, then and then we can go to Krishna. But ego is very hard to live also, so we have to purify our ego. We cannot get rid of ego, but we can purify our ego. But I am the servant of a Krishna. And with that ego, we can go there. So that is not the mind. That is not the product of. What was the first question? That how we can? That was okay.
Thank you, Prabhuji. I think I really liked the way you explain the mind and the teachings from Rishabh Dev and Jad Bharat. I think Bhagavatam is so much wonderful stories. This is why Bhagavatam is the topmost literature, that if we just read Bhagavatam regularly, we can read, and I think it creates a strong detachment automatically for that one. So thank you for the beautiful, I think, descriptions, and it was really helpful. Appreciate it.
Prabhupada, mercy.
Yeah. But Prabhu, only human body has the mind, right?
Huh?
Human body only has the mind.
No, all living entity.
Okay, so
all species.
human mind only can achieve Krishna.
That is correct.
Right, so we have to be very happy and privileged that we got human mind.
That is correct,
Right?
because mind comes with us in all species of life. It is not like that only we have a mind. Mind comes, it's part of the subtle body. However, those animals cannot think of a Krishna and cannot think of this discrimination between bad and good because they act by their instinct. However, only human has that free will and that intelligence to make a discrimination between bad and good. So with that intelligence, we can achieve Krishna. But unfortunately, animals cannot achieve. But if those animals somehow they get to the service of Lord or his devotee, like let's say a cow. We have a cow. We bring the milk of a cow, or we have a plant. We bring that fruit to the Lord. That they get the special promotions from the life of 8.4 million species, get the human form in their next. So when they get into service of Lord or his devotee, this is a circle of a transmigration. It gets cut down. They get the human form of a life in their next.
Yeah, we have to be very happy with a human mind, right?
Yes.
And utilize that. Jai Ho, Prabhu, very nice class. Very nice class. Thank you.
Srila Prabhupada mercy.
Okay, Prabhu. One last question, Prabhu.
Yes.
How can we identify that when our mind is our friend and when it's our enemy? How can we identify that, Prabhu?
Okay, that comes with that intelligence, that discrimination. It comes with the intelligence, because with that intelligence, we can see whether mind is acting as our friend or acting as our enemy. If our mind is pushing us to do something which is not recommended by scripture, then we should know. So first of all, we should know what scripture says, what are the boundaries for our sense gratification, I would say. That if we enjoy our sense gratification within the boundaries drawn by the scripture, then we are fine. But if our mind is telling to do something beyond those boundaries, then our intelligence should trigger that, hey, this is my enemy now. But if it is helping us in a thinking of Krishna, helping us thinking about the pastimes of a Krishna, then it is helping us achieve our goal of a life, Krishna Prema. So it is acting as a friend also. So mind has a both function, friend and enemy. We can choose how we want to use it. Yeah. Srila Prabhupada ki jai.
So thank you, Anand Kuranga Prabhu, for the wonderful lecture. I think it was very insightful. Hopefully, human body, the mind, we have to make sure that we control it and put in Krishna Katha. That's why we have Bhagavatams are there. If you don't have Bhagavatam, please try to take a Bhagavatam and make your life perfect, especially on Wednesday when we have the Bhadra Purnima, which is such a special day. Whoever takes Bhagavatam or gives a gift, Lord says you'll get on a golden throne, will take you in Golak Vrindavan. So why not just take the seat to Golak Vrindavan through this way? Thank you so much all for coming. And Prabhu, please come again and again. Thank you so much. Appreciate that. Now we have